GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
It's 11:59 at Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
Welcome, everybody, to our Daily Gun Show. Come to you live every weeknight at midnight Eastern, and we talk about guns for an hour. Yeah, well, so we're going to talk about guns. So if anybody wants a link, let me know. If you got a topic, bring it up. Usually on Thursdays, we talk about travel, training, and those kind of topics. We have a thing going at the bottom of the screen. Every time somebody hashtags, this is what will happen. So trying something new here today, and that'll get us a bunch of hashtags, and then we'll have all the hashtags. So sitting here watching robots in the background. Yeah, he's monitoring robots for us. Sitting here getting dog pettings. Been sick. Sick of what? Sick with some kind of disease. That's sorry to hear that. Not feeling 100% here, but just mainly from my own issues. Roy's out there. Good evening. So we're talking travel and training. What I'm going to end up doing is going over to, oh, there we go. So that bake a bit will initiate this is a piece of salmon. I don't know if he's a big, hold on a second. I don't know if he's a big fan of salmon, but this is a little kernel of salmon, a little bit of salmon. I think he ate it. So, got another hashtag going. Thank you. We use that to trigger another real life situation where a piece of salmon gets put into that hole of that dog, and then after a while, comes out the other end of that dog. Science. All right, so got that going on today. There's a lot of other shows out there that have little dog co-hosts, and they don't do the hashtag triggers a piece of food in real life, but we're willing to do that just for the hashtags and the views. Oh, look at this. I forgot there's this little bucket over here. And I even have the lid to this little bucket over here. I totally forgot. What am I going to do with this bucket and this lid? Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do. See, I had too much food earlier, and I stuck it in this napkin, and it's getting all gross. And he can smell it because of his nose. Oh, she won't eat it. Hey, you want this? She ate it. All right, she ate it. You can do hashtag mellow. It's not going to give you anything. But it'll give her something. She's not food tripping, though. She could care less. Half the time you throw something at her, and she'll just let it sit there. And then later on, this dog will eat it because he eats everything. All right, so now it's inside of the Tupperware, and now he doesn't even know. He forgot about it by now. He doesn't even know it exists anymore because of it's inside of Tupperware. All right, so we'll just set this next to him, and because he doesn't have any thumbs, he won't be able to do nothing about it. He'll just sit there and deal with it, I guess. So, right on. So we're talking about travel. So since nobody human is going to say anything about travel, we're not going to be stopped by that. We're not going to be restricted to human interaction anymore. This isn't the olden days. If you humans don't want to participate in the show, then what we're going to do is head over to Robot Internet and get a show built out of the Robot Internet. Oh shit, what did I do? Hope they don't get mad that I clicked on that link the wrong way. All right, so we're going to flip it over to 4 today because that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling a little bit of GPT-4. So let's get some GPT-4 action up in here. Can't wait for those new add-ons. Who's waiting for those new add-ons? Oh, man. Hashtag initiate salmon bits going into there. So if he could say something, he would probably ask you to hashtag. You don't have to. You don't have to hashtag. It's okay. Wood has some kind of situation where if you give one of the dogs food, the other one will give you the stink eye. That's the what are you doing tax? Like, what are you doing over there? I got some of that action. I always get some of that action. That's how this dog feels. The other dog gets something, he gets a little of that action. The other dog is happy to have most of her action piled onto this little guy who likes it. So it works out pretty good for them too. All right, so I'm going to type into the robot internet list outside the box tactical training ideas include descriptions and bullet points. I like to say bullet points when I do this because it teaches the robot internets about guns. If anybody wants a link, let me know. I can send links out in Instagram. I can send links out in whatever that guild it is. I can send links out in other places if necessary. So I said to the robot internet, list outside the box tactical training ideas, including descriptions and bullet points. Urban parkour training. Utilize urban environments for agility, strength, and problem solving. Encourage quick decision making and adaptability. Build teamwork by navigating obstacles together. Alan Anchor, you want to become a urban parkour team? Me and Alan Anchor are planning on, we didn't want to talk about this, but since the robot internet did bring it up, we have been thinking about doing an urban parkour training regimen. It's going to be difficult at first, but everything's difficult at first. But by the time you're done, you'll be leaping and spanning gaps that you never thought you could. It's going to be pretty good. It's really expensive. It's really expensive to get in on, but the payoff, it's not monetary, but in your flexibility and your decision making. Take it from this dog. He paid for a couple of years worth of this parkour. He's been in the parkour for over 5 years now. And look at him. All right, parkour, huh? All right, urban parkour. Give us some feedback on if you think the urban parkour is an effective first option for outside the box tactical training idea. Next one, mixed terrain, capture the flag. All right, now we're talking. Let me stop for a minute. We're talking about a live situation here, right? We go live every week night. We got this thing down at the bottom of the screen. It says our Patreons make our projects like these possible. Those are people that subscribe to our projects. There's all kinds of awesome reasons to be a Patreon. So thanks for subscribing to our websites, to our podcast, and to the social platforms. If you type in hashtag BaconBit, not only do you win a chance to win a patch or get a chance to win a patch, but every time somebody hashtags, here's what happens. This opens up, this goes in here, a piece of salmon comes out and goes into there. So if you want to be part of an interactive making this dog chubby, he's down, he's in on it. He says that he would be, oh, see, that's what happens. Another hashtag. A lot of other chats. I've been told by highly paid people that I shouldn't even have bots on my podcast. There you go. Thanks for the hashtag. And you're in on a free patch. You might be interested in a patch. Got some robots running back here in the background and monitoring. It's his job to monitor it. He'll run in there and change the colors whenever it goes bad. All right, so mixed terrain, capture the flag. Let's see what this one's all about. Play capture the flag in diverse environments like forests, urban settings, or beaches. Enhance situational awareness and strategic thinking. Improve communication and coordination between team members. How many people have played capture the flag before? I've been playing capture the flag since I was a youngin'. And some of the most, I can't even remember now that I'm having flashbacks to some of the most epic capture the flag events that we would have. We had this massive, massive, massive field in Wisconsin. And we would camp here for like a week, and all these different troops. So this was summer camp. All these different troops would show up, and we didn't really know them. They were just from all over the place, and we would all go to this one summer camp, and it was in this place, and there was this giant field, and they would lay two big ass fires on both ends of it, and you could go, I forget how far into the woods, and then you had the whole field, and then they would build, I can't remember anymore, but there was some kind of shit in the field so to be stuff to hide around and stuff. Man, that was pretty epic now that I'm thinking about it. And there'd be multiple troops on each team. And was there more than one? I think we even tried more than one sometimes, but that was pretty epic. And you had a little bit of strategy there. You had a little bit of strength and agility for sure. And then you had a lot of just hauling ass, a lot of hauling ass. Yelling and screaming and stuff. Yeah, so capture the flag. I agree. That could be a very good one. You know, there's all this like tactical games and stuff. They should have like a tactical capture the flag thing going. So next up is escape room challenge. Oh, look who gave up. Nobody's hashtagging. He's given up all hope for getting any more salmon treats. He's literally sad next to his pack thing of salmon treats, knowing that nobody out there wants to hashtag and he's not going to get any more of them salmon treats. It's messed up. Mela likes eating the salmon treats because it makes her feel like a wolf. But this little guy, what does he care about salmon treats? He just knows he's not getting any because there's nobody else hashtagging. I'm not saying you got a hashtag. I'm just saying whenever you hashtag, this little dog gets a treat. But whatever. So escape room challenge. Customized escape room experiences with tactical scenarios. We're just saying, or Ozzy saying, capture the flag with paintball guns. I mean, essentially, that's most of the, well, I shouldn't say most of, a lot of the paintball games I hear about are capture the flag. That's true. We're just saying, play capture the flag on a private golf course often. Lots of running from cops. I don't know what you mean. Like you're ripping off the flags from the golf course and got in trouble? Or I don't know. I have played capture the flag on golf courses, though. I've done a bunch of stuff on golf courses. When I was a kid, they would let the golf courses open to do stuff like, you know, playing frisbee on them or doing other junk. Mainly because they're right in the middle of everything. Let's see. So, escape room challenge. I don't know who else done an escape room. Seems lame. I feel like I could get out of an escape room easy. Customize escape room experiences with tactical scenarios. Develop critical thinking and problem solving skills under pressure. Improve teamwork and time management abilities. I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just saying I've watched like most of the Scooby Doos, so I can't imagine it's hard to get out of an escape room. Then you got VR, AR, tactical scenarios. Use virtual or augmented reality technology for immersive training experiences. Yeah, right, whatever. Expose teams to a variety of real world tactical situations. That just sounds stupid. It's just like putting a bunch of words together. So I'm going on to the next one. Tactical art class. Come on. Develop creativity and observation skills through artistic expression. Teach camouflage techniques using various art mediums. Encourage innovative thinking and adaptability. I don't know if I like that or if I don't like that. I'm either offended or I'm impressed. Next one is tactical flash mob. Sounds already like it's trying to incite something. Are we seeing the robots trying to make us do stuff? Tactical flash mob. It literally says that. Let's see. So Sam is saying realistic tactical shoot house scenarios. Great team building, so I've heard. I don't know. I'm back and forth on shoot houses, and I haven't heard any modern discussion on it, but I've heard some very interesting things both ways about shoot houses. One, that they're just a bunch of craziness, and then the other one is that they're super effective, right? And I can see the arguments on both, but the ones that say they're not effective have more to do with how immersive you can get into it and like what your goals are with it. So like for a SWAT team and that kind of thing can be really good, and then it's also just like teaching somebody the basics of a very elaborate thing the other way. So maybe like paintballs type of stuff and like generalization stuff for sure. But when you get to the building a team of people are going to work together, doing shoot house stuff, I imagine can be very sort giving people a unique experience that they share, right? So very, I don't know. I'm not getting very many hashtags here, so I guess I'll accept a second hashtag. But anyway, I think that I could see where that could be good. I'll give one to Mello. I don't think she wants it though. Giving this one to Mello. You can't have it. This one was sanctioned for Mello. She's sitting next to her. She moved her ear a little bit this time, but she didn't do nothing. She stretched a little bit, but she didn't stretch enough to get up or anything. So it's just laying over there next to her. Now there's food laying in my house. So tactical flash mob. Organize a large-scale surprise event for the team. Enhance situational awareness, adaptability, and improvisation. Improve communication and teamwork in a high-stress situation. That's interesting. I've often thought about like what would happen if in the middle of a show like this, somebody were to do, I don't know, something like this. Hey, what are you doing? Now, sure, that gave me time to go get some coffee made, but it also could have just as easily been an indicator of something happened. The warning sirens are going off. Now it's time to get out of Dodge, bug out, whatever it is. Maybe it's the train derailed in going through your town. Maybe it's a convoy of trucks that were rerouted through your town because of a derailed train got spilled. Maybe it's them barges, right? Like what? Who knows what kind of thing could have happened that makes you need to bug out? Well, what if that happened right now? Are you ready to go? Is everything loaded up? Does people around know, what the procedures might be? So I could see where this tactical flash mob thing could be useful, like a way to kind of say, this is a test, but are you able to motivate right now? Are you able to get active and get out, get going with everything you need right now? And, it's a pretty interesting concept. How many people actually put that to the test or do it? So surprise my gun-toting friends, family. Wait, so surprise my gun-toting friends and family. Sounds a terrible idea. You mean the tactical flash mob thing? I'm assuming that's what you mean. Yeah, like that part would be kind of weird. But the idea of like, hey, let's all act as if, we're doing a test here, but let's all react as if we needed to meet up, at the hunting lodge or, that one place where we met on the way from Vegas last year. Let's see. So the next one is wilderness survival training. This one's a pretty good one. I guess I could be putting these in here as a thing to do. So here's the thing. I'm going to take a break here. We're 20 minutes in. If you want a link, let me know. You can get a link on the Instagram, on the Gilded server, over on one of the other platforms that are out there as a channel member, or over on Patreon. All of these different places you can get links on. Also, anybody that's hashtagging tonight, look how many hashtags we could potentially be going through. Each hashtag, one of these salmon treats, this is a salmon kibble made out of salmon fish, goes into this thing right here, co-host. So if you want to feed the co-host live on the show, that's what we're prepared for right there. We're also monitoring robots back there. So if you want to join in, feel free. We have an interactive show. And going on to the next thing, wilderness survival. Let's see, learning essential survival skills in a remote natural environment. Yeah, that's survival training. Develop resourcefulness and adaptability in unpredictable situations. Okay, I'm down with that. How many people have done survival training of some sort or another? It's been a little while, but actually a couple of times when we would go hunting, we would go hunting with less stuff, essentially. Let's see, and then enhance teamwork by relying on each other for survival. Sam is saying, what about one of those courses like or similar to the Terran tactical range? I don't know of what classes that dude has, but if you mean like a shooting class, I think there's a lot to be gained by taking a shooting class together with people you know, for sure. So one, you're all going to go there together and you got the motivation and the comradeship of going together. If you do go together, be aware that you don't want to just pay attention to your friends. You want to be standing with backs together, but paying attention to the rest of the students there, because that's really the value in a class. A big chunk of the value of a class is the opportunity to meet others who are at the class as students. So go with friends and have that camaraderie, but be aware that you're all there to meet people. So there's that opportunity to meet even more people, right? So somebody who might be interested in, if you didn't actually meet them, but your friend over here met them, now your friend can tell you, oh yeah, my friend over here is really into Uzis, and this person over here is way into Uzis. So even though you didn't meet the person who's into Uzis, you got to end up meeting the person who's into Uzis. And now, right, the Uzis go on, or the awareness of and appreciation for Uzis goes on. A lot of people don't know that when these dogs don't get enough hashtags, they start to puff like a puffer fish. They go like this, and all their extra skin comes out like a puffer fish. So G23 is hashtagging. Every hashtag tonight comes along with a free salmon kibble. Boop, right into there. He's a big fan of the hashtags. So if you want a hashtag, piece of salmon kibble comes out of here, goes into there. It's an interactive show for you right there. A lot of other shows are afraid to do this kind of stuff. We will, right here. Even though YouTube has a policy against it, we're going to keep doing it. So as far as these classes, Terrans, I don't know. But if for training classes in general, heck yeah, definitely. Plus, you keep people in business. Oh, I guess I was going to say, then you all go to this class together. You all get to experience the different classmates, but then you all experience the class. So then after the class, each night, depending on the class, how long it is, you go to eat dinner together and do a debrief. You get together the weekend after, do a debrief again, and shoot, train, remember the drills, bring other people out and teach them what you learned at the class. Do that on a regular basis. Super, super great idea. Definitely. All right, so hold on. Again, we got a lot of craziness going on here. A lot of craziness. According to this would be reckless. 5 pieces of kibble, which is almost like a handful of kibble for this dog. And if I were, he ate them. Look at that. Now he's eating all 5 of those pieces. Mellow's not eating any of these things. I'm going to throw 2 more at her. She also did not get up again. Did you hear him just hit the thing? She kind of reached over and ate the one that fell right next to her face, but she just doesn't care about food that much. So DJ has one hashtag going in over there that goes into the bacon bits face. And yeah, we got 5 of them in there. So let's not go crazy. Let's distribute these things out so that people that are listening to the show can participate by cramming salmon into there. Hold on. Oh, we're also monitoring robots, and it's almost done back there. All right, so we got that robot back there doing stuff for us. And then we got the internet robots basically writing the show for us. So I told the internet robots, list outside the box tactical training ideas, including descriptions and bullet points. And that's essentially what we're going through right now. If you want a link, you can join us on Instagram. I can send a link through Facebook memberships. I can send a link through Patreon. I could send a link through Twitter. I could also send a link on Instagram or YouTube that way. All right, we're going through the list here. The last one, oh shit, people aren't going to like this one. So wilderness survival training was the last one. The next one is a tactical cooking challenge. I heard that the fake ass ripoff couldn't even handle being live today. Just saying. So tactical cooking challenge. Prepare and cook meals under simulated field conditions. Who's ever thought about doing that? Who's ever actually done that? Maybe David Canterbury. Like, right, that's the guy on the channel that might have done something like that. Teach resourcefulness and creativity with limited supplies. This dog only needs one supply, salmon kibble. Encourage teamwork and communication for successful meal planning and execution. Tactical cooking challenge. We got another bacon bit. There's a lot of bacon bits coming from one place. He's pretty in tune with where these salmon treats are coming from. Let's see. You want this whole bucket of them or this one? You want this whole bucket of them or this one? He just wants the one. All right. So, oh, look at this. Peanut butter treat, huh? I keep those way over there because otherwise he smells them all the time. This is from the dollar store. Not sponsored, but if we had sponsors, this would be the sponsored snack break. G23 is sponsoring this peanut butter snack break. He didn't even want it. He spit it right out. Turns out he doesn't want this peanut butter treat. Oh, yep, his mouth didn't work, that's all. All right, getting back to work here. Let's put these aside. People are done hashtagging your food. All right. I wrap barrel or bacon around the barrel of rifle, then bulb fire until it's crispy. It's called Arizona bacon, Arizona cooking. Nice. See, we've got our viewers one way or another. They don't have to be human. You can set your animals in front of this show. We got a puppy co-host who can handle it. So, tactical cooking challenge. Who would have thought of a tactical cooking challenge? Scale of 1 to 10, 1 being lame, 10 being genius. Where is the tactical cooking challenge in a list of 1 to 10 outside the box tactical training ideas? All right, this one, a lot of people aren't going to be able to handle. They're not going to be able to deal with it, and they're going to quit watching because of this one right here that I'm about to suggest. This comes straight from the robots. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I think I back it 100%. Tactical park cleanup. Engage in environmental stewardship and community service. Develop situational awareness and planning in a non-traditional setting. Enhance team cohesion and morale. I love it. So, if you're a tactical park cleanup, but you could fill in the blank there with roadside cleanup, tactical vacant lot type of shit. Lots of places you could clean up and do it as a group. Get some shirts or something going, some kind of a hat or whatnot. Alan Anchor saying, did you know there's a group that goes out to clean up shooting areas and off-road spots in the desert? Yep, that's been going on essentially since the olden days. One of the first things we used to do back when we first started putting all the websites together is attempt to be an ambassador for, or like a liaison between the government and civic organizations that have interest in the public lands here in Arizona. So we share public lands with, oh man, think about it. People with vehicles. So vehicles like cars and trucks and those kind of four-wheelers, regular cars can go out there if they want. But then you got your dune buggy type of things, and they run around really fast. And then you got your motorcycles, and they do different things. And then you got your other stuff that's going on wheels out there. Then you got airplanes. There's people flying around out here, hang gliding and motorized and more, right? There's other stuff that they do, parasailing and stuff. It's half the time you look up and there's somebody flying around. Then you've got all of our shooting sports, and that could be shotgunning, hunting, marksmanship, shooting, like tactical training out in the desert, all kinds of cool stuff. Just out there filming videos or something. Then you get people into the critters. So besides hunting, you're going to find people that are animal photography. You're going to get like bird watchers and all the other species identifiers out there. Then you're going to get habitat people developing habitats out there, creating habitats. Then you're going to get the farmers and the people that are paying pennies per acre to use our public lands as their feeding grounds. And then, I could keep going. Then you get people that are just going out to take pictures, not of critters, but just the land, artists and stuff. Then you get just hippies that go out there being weird. Then you get all the people that are visiting from other countries. And then you get the government people that are just out there trying to manage and run it all. So we get so many groups trying to fiddle with the public lands out here that, we definitely understand, layers of working together, I guess you could say. Anyway, a little sidetrack there. So definitely a tactical cleanup. And then I didn't even think about the people like that, like the out, or the people that go camping and stuff. They go places where nobody else can go and go camping. Well, he's given up. Nobody's hashtagging anymore. Oh, barbecue. No, barbecue isn't hashtagging, but Woods is. So a Forerunner group went out last week and drug 2 boats out that people dumped. I've heard that Arizona has more boats per capita than like any other state except Wisconsin or something. I mean, I technically own 2 boats. So G23 says I clean up the area in the mountains that I shoot at because others dump stuff there. Well, this is ridiculous. Nobody is going to let them do this. I'm not counting this many. Here's the frustrating part about this. Look at how deep this dish is, and look at how tiny his little nose is. He's not going to be able to reach in here and eat any. See? So even though he's got free reign because of his tiny little nose, he's not able to do anything. I could do a whole video where people can just look in and see this little tiny dog try to eat food. It's like a horrible torture for his little body. Little tiny nose can't get down there and even get any of them foods. Well, it's horrible for him. Horrible. Now they're almost all gone. So I hope you're happy. Now they're almost all gone. There's like 4 left in there. Somehow he was able to use the force of suction or something to suck them all out of there. Probably didn't even chew on them. I didn't hear nothing getting chewed, so probably going to be sick now. Robot over here is done. We're 35 minutes in. He's not 2A anymore. I had a bunch of messages about how to barbecue lettuce and Brussels sprouts and stuff. So I don't know if that was from him or what. But all right. So after the tactical part cleanup, we have tactical language and culture immersion. I don't think people are ready for this one. This is, again, either this robot is cutting edge or this robot's eating the wacky USB drives. It ate a sour USB drive or something. Participate in language and cultural immersion programs. Improve communication and negotiation skills in foreign environments. Enhance cultural understanding and empathy for more effective missions abroad. That's freaking sweet, man. So this is really, 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 really good. He doesn't care, but that's a great idea. So back down here in Arizona, we've got the Border Patrol, the international border with Mexico. The U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, those are federal agents. And when they train, they go to learn Spanish. They have to learn Spanish as part of their boot camp or whatever you call it. And back in the olden days, I don't think now anymore, but back in the day, they had to be fluent in Spanish in order to be on Border Patrol. So in order to become fluent in Spanish, one of their tools, one of their methods was to work with a couple of different coaches and instructors, and some immersion training was the result, or at least from I'm familiar with. So I took some Spanish first responder, law enforcement type of stuff, learning first responder and law enforcement type of words and conversational Spanish. But for something like what Border Patrol would start with, but then the instructor told us about, or I found out about, I'm trying to remember why I found out about it more, but I guess I found out about it from Border Patrol people. But there's some really interesting immersive classes you can take, and that's the way to learn, really. It's just to go, speak Spanish on Wednesdays type of thing. And how much different would the gun community be if most of us could fluently speak Spanish? And how much different will it be when most of us fluently speak Spanish? I think we're trending that way, not maybe as a gun community, but as a country. So, as we're able to communicate better, and when you have multiple languages, you can, think in different ways and find other ways to get information across. Big win. I just posted a picture of Midnight Range. Why? What's going on here? There's something up with Midnight Range. So people that don't know, Midnight Range is the guy who came up with the bacon thing. This is his patch back in the day, the bacon pancakes thing. Well, him and Pawnery. So back in the 2018 era of gun channels, there was the bacon pancakes thing from Pawnery. And then at the same time, Flapjacks or Pancake Man or Midnight Range was doing a show on Sundays. And then he stopped because of business or work or something. So if something up with that, or do we know, or are you just posting it randomly about him? All right, well, we're 39 minutes in. I'm actually stoked about these. So I'm going to go back and list these things for the people that showed up late. This is me asking the robot internet, list outside the box tactical training ideas. I said include descriptions and bullet points, and it did a really good job. It came up with 10, and they are urban parkour training, mixed terrain capture the flag, escape room challenge, virtual reality tactical scenarios, tactical art class, tactical flash mob, wilderness survival training, tactical cooking challenge, tactical park cleanup, and tactical language and culture immersion. And now I'm going to say 10 more because I'm curious to see what it'll say about the next more of them. So I'm digging the first one already. It's typing pretty slow here, actually. Let me see if I can show it to you in the background. That's how fast it's typing. It's pretty slow. So this is chat 4. I'm asking the new fanciest chat we have access to right now. Puppy doesn't care. Puppy could almost care less. I don't even think the puppy cares at all about AI. I really don't even think the puppy cares about AI, really. But whatever. Let's get back to it and find out what the AI is saying. Oh, man. All right, you're not going to like some of these. Some of these are going to piss you off, and some of them are going to blow your mind. Get ready for one or the other. Here we go. Ready, puppy? You don't care. He's the worst co-host. I have had a Canadian co-host, but I think this guy's even lazier. No, he's awake. All right, so first one, tactical scavenger hunt. Design a complex scavenger hunt with multiple stages and objectives. Enhance problem solving, navigation, and communication skills. Build teamwork and strategic thinking. That one's sweet. I really, really like that one. That would be a lot of fun. I've had some interesting ideas about that over the years, and I agree. It's a joke. This Midnight Range as a TV show star? Okay. All right, the next one, tactical dance class. All right, I don't know what's up with that. Tactical dance class. Learn various dance styles to improve physical coordination and body awareness. Enhance adaptability and quick decision making. Foster teamwork through synchronized movements and routines. I mean, technically, it's not a bad idea. I don't know if I'm doing it. Maybe we can fit it in next to the parkour classes. Tactical polka. Tactical square. Let's see. The next one. Oh, this one's awesome. I don't even want to bring this one up. Tactical first aid marathon. Very good idea. Participate in an extended first aid training event with simulated emergencies. Develop critical medical skills under pressure. Strengthen teamwork and communication during high-stress situations. I put a heck of a lot of effort into trying to create one of these a number of years ago. It's actually bringing back frustrating memories trying to get that together, but I think that's a great idea. Next one is another great idea, tactical geocaching adventure. Use GPS to locate hidden caches in various terrains. Improve navigation, map reading, and strategic planning skills. Enhance team collaboration and communication. That is something, that's a layer that could be added to every single get-together, period. That would be very cool. National level organizations are letting us down because they aren't adding that level, that layer to our national get-togethers. The next one, I don't know if you're gonna like this one or not. You might get butt hurt by this one. Literally, some of you are about to get butt hurt. Here's the tactical geocaching. I'm just putting that one up. Then the next one, I don't know what number it is because the robot quit numbering them, but it is tactical yoga and meditation. Incorporate mindfulness practices and yoga for stress management. Enhance mental focus and clarity under pressure. Build resilience and adaptability in high-stress situations. This dog has taken relaxation to a whole nother level. So if you'd like to take tactical yoga classes and relaxation classes from my co-host, they're very expensive. But look at how fast he can fall asleep. That's using his tactical yoga techniques. So if you want to learn them, we'll teach them to you. There's a lot of snorting involved and also running around and sniffing the other dog a lot. Let's see. So the next one is also pretty awesome, and some of y'all are going to have a problem with it, probably. Let's see. Imagine a hunt and geocaching at NRAM or SHOT Show, maybe USCCA. Yeah, exactly. But you could do that in, well, I'm not going to give away my secrets, but you could take that to various levels of participation and usefulness. I'm going to put him in this angle, and now you can see him even when he's laying here being super lazy. Why don't you leave my thumb drives alone, buddy? All right, so the next one, tactical. Oh, I was going to put it in here. Tactical Drone racing. Engage in drone racing to develop remote piloting skills, improve hand-eye coordination and quick decision-making, enhance team communication and coordination during races. Oh, he still has a couple of these left, but everyone is done. Quit hashtagging them, so these might as well just put them here. You can use them as a pillow. I think that's a great idea. I don't know how many people have incorporated a drone into their kit, but if you haven't, you don't own this guy. You let somebody else own the aerial version of what's going on out there. So nobody else is going to get an opportunity. Alan Anker has just hugged all the opportunities to give this dog any kind of, if he can get them. You can tell in his natural habitat, he would be using this tongue to pull all the kibble out of whatever container he finds them in, or roots around or knocks over and then spills. Are you happy? If you wanted to shape his face, you could just put some salmon chunks into some other shaped container, and he would cram his face into it hard enough to reshape it eventually. I'm going to put this lid back on here. That's enough. I don't know if that was a failed experiment or not. Oh, all right. That'll work. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, hopefully all the other dogs out there are watching the show. Like I say, we'll get our viewers somewhere. Doesn't have to be humans watching the show. So tactical drone racing. I really think that's a good idea. All right. This one, again, all the fat people are going to go, oh, I don't like this one. Tactical obstacle course creation. Design and construct a challenging obstacle course for other teams. Enhance problem solving, creativity, and collaboration. Develop empathy for teammates by understanding their challenges and limitations. What the hell, robot? This robot is so woke. So, yeah, you can do that. How about a tactical orienteering competition? I'm a big fan of land nav. You're not paying attention to land nav. Does the other dog resent this little dude getting all of the camera time? No. If I could show you the other dog, she's over there sleeping. She's enjoying everything because I would always go over there and bug her. Now I don't bug her anymore. I just bother this dog all the time. So, no, they match pretty good together. In fact, I should have filmed it earlier. I'm going to have to make you two play again. But they were out there playing. The other dog is way bigger than him. So she'll do the, pounce thing. And then he'll do whatever and be mean to her. And then she'll smack him. But she smacks him all gently like she would smack a puppy. So it's fun watching them play. Okay, so the next one, the orientation. Participate in orienteering events using maps and compasses. Improve navigation, map reading, and terrain analysis skills. Strengthen teamwork and communication during races. You also can get timing down and coordination and stuff. Pretty good stuff. Uh-oh, what's this one? Theater production. Oh, I forgot to click OK on that one. So the next one is tactical theater performance. Create and perform a tactical themed play or skit. I don't know. I guess Toby does this. Enhance communication, improvisation, and public speaking skills. Foster team bonding and creativity. I was trying to coordinate something like this once, and nobody will ever do it. But think about something like a SHOT Show where everybody's there for a week, right? They're there for a week, for crying out loud. And they've got all of Las Vegas to play on, and they don't even do anything where there's like some kind of movie being made throughout the week in Vegas together. Like you would think that every single year there'd be an epic montage where like this channel and this channel and this channel and this channel all participate in it, and maybe one of them does the intros and one of them does the sound and one of them does something else, but they're all part of it, and every year they add to it. What the hell, why aren't they adding these levels to SHOT Show? Are they all just like too busy, like, oh, I can't figure it out? It's definitely something I think could be added. Oh, is busy with her dog things. She's just sleeping. She doesn't do anything except sleep. The only thing she does differently ever is she sleeps outside or inside. But all Mellow ever does is sleep. All right. So the next one is a tactical charity event. Oh, I forgot that I clicked on a button accidentally here, and I remembered I could do something over here. Tactical charity event. Organize and participate in a charity event related to military or law enforcement. Enhance teamwork, planning, and coordination skills. Strengthen morale and public relations within the community. Man, I really like that. Enhance teamwork, planning, and coordination. For whatever reason, I know they've said that before, but it made me think this time that when we're doing these rallies and stuff, that's a big part of the public gathering. A lot of power there. There's people who've never been to a rally or who want to shit on everything that other people participate in. But there's a lot of power in being together at rallies and knowing that there's other folks out there and getting to share ideas and learn from each other and see, just experience what everybody else is out there doing. Just a lot like a gun show, of course, with a different focus. So, this idea of doing other things besides a rally or a gun show that bring people in our realms together normalizes guns, gives people opportunities to plan and coordinate, and that's worthy, definitely worthy. This is a pretty good list. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say 10 more because I'm stoked. I'm digging it. I want to see what else they give us, or what else our robot friends give us. A tactical sports tournament, a tactical puzzle challenge. That's super cool. Kind of like what we do on the Wednesdays. Tactical music session. I've always been a fan of that. Why don't we have gun music, right? Why aren't there gun musicians? We had that one guy from Australia, and that was it once. And it was lame. So now, how about not a parody? How about real gun musicians? I guess there are a couple. Something like Five Finger Smash Mouth or some shit. But how about something that isn't like for lifting weights, right? For like driving fast and lifting weights. Is there anything that's just plain old gun music? Or how about some gun songs from the people out there who are pro-gun, that are music people? Now, if that's out there and I'm not aware of it, let me know, and maybe we'll do something on that. Next one is a tactical gardening initiative. That one's super cool. That's what I'm putting in here. Tactical gardening initiative. I don't know who out there is listening to, is it Black Guns and Gardens, I think? It's kind of a channel that's gun related, but kind of focused more on the garden than anything else. Right? So, tactical gardening initiative. Create and maintain a garden as a team with a focus on tactical plants and camouflage. That's weird. Develop patience, persistence, and attention to detail. Enhance teamwork and environmental awareness. Well, the computer is stupid, and it's good, but it's also an idiot. So, having a community garden, again, this is brought to you by all the gun shops in town, and all the patrons of the gun shops who are interested come by and monitor this garden, and all the the reapings of the garden, or the product of the garden, is either available for low cost for charity or for donation to food banks or something. That'd be awesome. Plus, it would get real food. Puppy's leaving it. It would get real food to people who typically just get the kind of the industrial food. What's wrong, puppy? I think somebody's full of salmon kibbles and wants to go not inside, if you know what I mean. Oops. So, you want to sit down? Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Now he's sitting. All right. Link. All right. I'll send a link over. So, I don't know if anybody else wants a link, but we can link through the Instagrams. We can link through. If you turn off that monitor one more time, I'm looking at my robot through that monitor. I have to have a fight with my co-host over here. He's getting a whooping. I'm going to give him a whooping. As soon as this thing's over, whooping. All right, where's my link here? Oh, you know what happened? That's what happened. Dang it. I know I glitched something earlier, and what I glitched was I moved every one of my. Dang it. Okay, I messed up. Oh no, where did I put it? Okay, there it is. Good. I moved all of my one links into another folder accidentally, so now I can find it. Tyson, who are these people? All do gun songs. What kind of people are these? I never heard of them before. Are these rappers? Okay, I think that somebody wants to do now what he should have done a while ago, but now he wants to do it right now. You can't do it right now, buddy. I'm still looking for the Instagram thing. I guess I haven't texted you over there for a while. Holy moly. Did you get kicked off Instagram? Some way isn't it in my list over here? Oh, there it is. Oh, you changed your icon to the wrong flag. I see. Okay, rap. Yeah. Well, like I say, if it's most of the time that kind of stuff is for like young dudes or people lifting weights or driving fast. And I guess, if it's like slaughter, slaughter, kill, 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 machine guns, blah, 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 then technically it's about guns. You know what I mean? Normalizing guns type of stuff. All right, so let's see. We got the gardening initiative. Super good idea. And it's good for people to be self-sufficient instead of just being like, oh, I can be self-sufficient. I know how to do it. Yeah, gardening isn't just like, oh, just theoretically throw some seeds into dirt and you got gardens. No, it's actually constant effort all the time. And then you don't even know what it's like to spend all season getting something ready and having birds or spiders, or I guess spiders don't do it, but birds or bugs or bad dogs just go in there and destroy everything in moments in a day. So you got to be able to understand that and live with it and all that. And so gardening isn't just something that you're going to figure out. Definitely a good idea to learn gardening. If you ever think you're ever going to need gardening, then realistically, last year was the time to start gardening. The next one is a tactical zipline adventure. That's super weird, but you can actually probably get that all over the place. Another one is a tactical blindfold challenge. That one seems weird. I'm going to have to turn off the dog's camera because he's about to freak out and start acting like a baby. And it's going to turn into a wrestling match here. So, turn this off. So a tactical blindfold challenge. Complete various tasks and exercises while blindfolded. Improve communication, trust, and reliance on other senses. Enhance adaptability and problem solving under challenging conditions. Okay, that's something I haven't done, but I imagine it's something like a trust fall or some sort of a team building exercise. Can be very useful. Team building exercises can be very useful, so I could see where this might be interesting. The next, and you could probably do that online. You could probably do that where somebody isn't looking at their camera or something. Let's see. So the next one is a tactical historical reenactment. participate in historical reenactments of significant tactical events. What does that mean? Gain a deeper understanding of military history and strategy. Enhance teamwork and situational awareness in realistic scenarios. No idea what that means. So the next one is tactical underwater training. Doing things underwater. Okay. Next one, tactical animal assisted training. Incorporate working animals such as dogs or horses into training exercises. Develop empathy, trust, and communication with non-human teammates, like my co-host, who's a puppy. Thanks for jumping in.
Ahoy.
So, where'd you jump in? Because of one of the topics here? Or some other reason?
Yes. The tactical dancing.
Oh, okay. What's up with the tactical dancing one?
I don't know. I was just
okay.
interested in tactical dancing.
Well, I don't know if it'll fit in. We are going to be doing the tactical, what's that thing called? Dang, I lost the first one. The urban parkour. Now that you're in Arizona, we can actually get our dream of having an urban parkour training camp going.
That'd be pretty cool.
Essentially, we'll just take over city parks and like bus stations and things like that with a bunch of people. You have to wear a headband and wristbands and then essentially run all around. If you knock people over, that's on you. So try not to knock people over.
Would the headband and wristbands be matching, or does everyone have their own color like a Power Ranger?
Oh, I see. You mean like everybody has to wear the same ones? We'll have them for
Yeah,
sale.
like,
We'll have
a
very expensive
uniform
ones for
or?
sale, but they can purchase, and they're encouraged to purchase multiple colors of them. So within reason, within the items in our catalog, be creative. You know, be yourself within the items in our catalog.
I want an orange one.
I guess DJ's taking off. All right. So then, any of these others seem like a? Are you going to engage any of these for the Allen Acre team?
Let me see. Let me flip through them here. Tactical obstacle course creation. I'm kind of doing that now with all the boxes, right?
Yeah. The boxes have pretty much made a obstacle
Like,
course.
quickly jump through here without touching any boxes and bring back like the bundt cake mold.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like where's that thing I need for this? Oh, let me go find it. And then you like weave through a tunnel of boxes, basically, like you're like a goat.
Oh, we could make like a tunnel of boxes and let the dogs run through them.
Oh yeah, we could. That'd be cool. So that maybe. Tactical orienteering. What the hell is that?
Map and compass, land nav.
Oh,
So
okay.
before there was GPS, if you wanted to get somewhere, then you'd have to, figure out a way to get there. And if you had maps, that could help you get the quickest way there. But if you didn't have maps, there were strategies and techniques and ways to travel across country. I don't know, like just, ideas like travel a ridge so that you're not wasting time, walking way up onto a cliff or something, or having to walk around it. There's just, anyway, walking or doing that plus in a forest preserve or something. It's sort of like have you ever done a geocaching?
Yes.
So it's kind of like geocaching back in the day. Somebody put like a small poker chip or something somewhere and then have the map coordinates or the GPS coordinates. But the only way you could get them back in the old days was to start from a known place and go math, essentially. Like I'm going 200 yards this way at this bearing, so that made a triangle here, which means I'm, this far from here, and that would be a triangle. And then you'd try to find these poker chips out in the middle of a forest reserve or something using a map and compass and how many paces you walked and stuff. So it was important back in the old days for, I don't know, just being able to be competent, I guess, walking around. Am I losing my internet, or you just shut off your thing?
No, I was doing a logo change.
Oh, okay. Sometimes my internet's bad. Usually not at night, though. Anyway, I thought those are pretty neat. I'm going to go through them again, just for anybody that showed up late. I asked the robot internet, the fancy new robot internet, list some outside-the-box tactical training ideas. And then it came up with urban parkour training, mixed terrain capture the flag, escape room challenge, virtual reality tactical scenarios, tactical art class, tactical flash mob, wilderness survival training, tactical cooking challenge, tactical park cleanup, tactical language and cultural immersion, tactical scavenger hunt, tactical dance class, tactical first aid marathon, tactical geocaching adventure, tactical yoga and meditation, tactical drone racing, tactical obstacle course creation, tactical orienteering competition, tactical theater performance, tactical charity event, and I got even 10 more. So we had quite a bit over in here. And it sounds like if you had a tactical cruise, these would be all the things you could do on your tactical cruise, right?
I mean, some of these are pretty good ideas, but yeah, it's pretty. It's definitely a low key tactical event. But also, did they just have a list of things and then they just put tactical in front of it? Because it seems like kind of a generic list.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely sounds like a list that you would use for like team building in general. And then, you could say like, make this all stuff for like veterinarians. And then you could say like veterinarian parkour training, like our veterinarian capture the flag. Yeah.
Veterinarian improv workshop.
All right. So I'm going to type it. Well, let's see. Why don't we put in list amazing ideas for I'm putting in list amazing ideas for what to see in Arizona, and we'll see what it says with that. So first it says Grand Canyon, then Sedona, something called Antelope Canyon. So I'm going to do this again.
I thought Antelope Canyon was in Utah. Maybe it's just by Utah.
Include location, cost, and bullet points. Yeah, I never heard of Antelope Canyon. Monument Valley is in Utah, I'm pretty sure. Horseshoe Bend, overlook of the Colorado River.
I think that's in Utah. Isn't that in Moab? Horseshoe Bend?
Saguaro National Park, that's down here. Lake Powell, that's kind of here. The Petrified Forest, I don't even go there. Tonto Natural Bridge, I don't know if that's here or not.
Oh, where is the Petrified National Forest?
We don't want to go there, but it's the Four Corners area. It's bad luck. Yeah, you never want to touch petrified wood, FYI. Oh. So let's go see what the internet says about what is the deal with pet. I just read regular old-fashioned internet. I typed in, what is the deal with petrified wood? Should you touch it? Oh, I see. Nobody's even talking about it.
Is it like a Navajo thing?
Yeah, pretty much. You wouldn't want to ever touch it. It curses you. So some people like it.
Dude, that makes so much sense now because when I was a kid, my grandma had this like petrified wood outside of her house and I was obsessed with it. And that's probably why everything's a dumpster fire now. It was the wood.
Okay, so the Curse of Petrified Forest, Legends of America. According to this, let's see. The first explorers, blah, 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 travelers in the past. Well, I don't know. I just know that ever since I've been little, I've been told not to fiddle with it. So, anyway, so I wouldn't go there. I have no interest in that. Plus, it's in the middle of the Four Corners. Have you ever been to Four Corners?
No, but that's on my list to go. But the problem is it's just so fucking far out there that
Yeah,
you
exactly.
really
It's just in the middle of
yeah.
nowhere, and it's the only thing there. So you're going there just to go there, pretty much. And it's sometimes if you're going past there, but I think most people just don't realize how big the world is, and they go, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go there," and then they're like, "Wow, that was like 5 hours to go there only."
Oh yeah. Well, usually when I'm coming on road trips, right? If I'm going on the 40, I'm blowing past like everything to get as far as I can because it's like, I've seen all this stuff over here. But because you'd have to go, what, north of Gallup, right? Like in that area.
Four Corners?
Yeah.
Well, it's literally the
That's
top
got to
mouse
be
corner.
hours. Like from the 40, that's got to be hours from the
It's
40.
2.5 or something hours from 40, yeah. And
Oh.
then the only thing up there, and now it's all lame. I've heard back in the day you could just go there and be there. It'd be cool. You can do whatever you want, kind of. But now there's like a big place and everybody's there, and there's hours. I don't think you can just go there whenever you want anymore.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. They were actually shut down for a long time because of COVID, even though it's like an outside thing.
You would get 4 states worth of people infected if you went there. It would have been horrible. It would have been carnage. So Jerome, okay, so it turns out I asked it to clarify. So Sedona, I don't know if you've been there, it's lame. Antelope Canyon's in Page. It says Slot Canyon, famous for sandstone formations. You'll need a tour guide. Monument Valley is in Arizona. It's in Olato. Horseshoe Bend is also in Page. Saguaro National Park is down here. Lake Powell is also in Page. Petrified Forest is in Holbrook, it says. Tonto Natural Bridge is in Payson, so that's not that far. That's this natural limestone bridge is the largest in the world and provides stunning views of the surrounding area. You can hike down to the bridge or take the guided tour. So that's a thing. Phoenix, you ever heard of Phoenix? It's the capital city of Arizona.
Phoenix?
Yeah, urban attractions are there, museums, restaurants, and shopping. You can
I love
explore on foot or take a guided tour.
Of Phoenix, a guided tour. That sounds like an Uber ride with like a friendly driver.
Then you got your Bisbee. You've been down here?
I have not been to Bisbee, but I have been to Tombstone, and they're
Different.
close, right?
No, Bisbee is one of the border towns, and it's different. So you'll probably want to go to Bisbee at some point. It's like an art town, or it's
rad.
like a bunch of hippies.
Yeah.
Some hippie would say it's rad. Other people are going to go, I don't like it because it's a bunch of hippies. And then Jerome, which is a mining town that has been revitalized as an artsy bohemian community.
Ooh, where is that?
It's Jerome, Arizona.
I don't even know how to get to where I live. So
there's a lot of former mining towns here. That's the thing. A lot of them. So
this
that's
is near
cool.
Flagstaff.
Is that where it's at? Okay. That makes sense. So I'm going to type in 12 more. Since
There's
this is training and travel, this is works out pretty good for today. Go ahead.
Jesus, was that the dog just now?
Yeah, he's having a fit trying to get more of them salmon niblets. So he's pretty confident that I've got him hidden somewhere. So he's like sniffing and spazzing and trying to look underneath the table. Got him hidden somewhere. So he's like. So we got Montezuma's Castle in Camp Verde. It's about halfway between Phoenix and Flagstaff. It costs you $10, but it's a cliff dwelling that you can go into. Well, at least go up close to.
Have you been?
I refuse to pay $10 to go look at it. So no.
Oh, it's always been a $10 thing. Like it's never been free or anything.
Exactly.
I'm
So
not $10.
my deal was we tried to go. One of the first times I came to, I think the first time I came to Arizona, I was on a road trip, and I've always been cheap. And so my friend and I tried to walk in backwards through the exit because we're both wanted to see it or whatever, and we're both cheap, so we're like, oh, let's try walking it backwards through the exits. And sometimes that works at places.
Did then they caught you right away?
I don't remember. They basically, you couldn't do it. That was our goal, is to go walk in backwards through the exit. And we ended up going to the gift shop and walking around and whatever and trying to go backward, trying to go out the exit, but it didn't work. We essentially got out and seen it, but for $10 you can go further and go up next to it. So it's like, we kind of seen it and we left. So, we weren't trying to get arrested or nothing,
Right.
but we weren't trying to like go camp there or nothing. We just wanted to see the thing and not have to pay $10 just to see it. But anyway, so I guess I've technically been like on the ground looking at it. But the natives at the time would book around. So they get their asses kicked by Apaches and others. So they would hang out. They wouldn't hang out in any one place very long. And they were growing things or doing stuff. So when they felt like coming over here to hunt, they made these houses to be up on the cliff so that the Apaches couldn't kill them. And then they could also be close to their, water and deers and stuff at that time of year. So it's, they're pretty neat. They're just, they're not quite like the Hopis or nothing where they're out in the dry. This is right in the middle of all the woods and stuff. So it's pretty neat. It's the kind of thing you want to take tourists to who come here, or visitors to show them how cool Arizona is. Let's see, you got Oregon pipe down by Ajo, which is a specific type of cactus. Have you ever seen Oregon pipe ever?
I may actually, let me Google it because I may actually have one in my front yard.
Yeah. It looks, it's not like unique. It's just that there's the saguaro cactus monument over here, and the Oregon pipes look different. They have way more arms and they're kind of bushier. So they only live in that one area, or they came from that one area. And it used to be a cool place to go. Now it's, from what I understand, it's a little rough with the border, whaling on it, because it is on the border. But
it's way down there.
Yeah, it's on the border, like literally on the border. And the illegals not the illegals, but the cartels will just plow through there because they know if they need to, they can just plow through there because there's different. We enforce things differently here, and that's literally a monument, which is different than forest, it's different than park, and it's different than state. So only national monument, except eventually they changed it so that, because monuments are there to protect endangered things. So, special wildlife management, law enforcement usually would be there, but because it's on the international border and they're running drugs through it, they allowed Border Patrol to mess with it. So it's just chaos, from what I understand, at least as far as national monuments go. It's kind of sad because those, if you think about the environment side of it, those cactuses are just getting wailed on. And, the cactus, well, you don't know, but cactuses take forever to grow. Some people don't think about it, but cactuses are hundreds and hundreds of years old. I haven't been there, but I've heard, anytime I was thinking about it was years ago because it's been bad for a long time. The Wave is a natural sandstone formation known for its unique wave-like patterns. I guess I don't know about that one. It's probably in Sedona. Tucumcari National Park. Not sure what that is. Spanish Missions, though. Havasu Falls. heard of that, I think. Karchner Caverns, that's down here. So we have a couple of dry caverns, dry cave systems that were found. We'll walk around in there.
Oh, that's pretty rad.
Meteor Crater, giant hole up off of 40. Cost $22. That's owned by one dude. We took $22 to go look at the giant hole. 50,000.
That's why I haven't seen it, because it's $20, and I think that's fucking ridiculous. Like, I would pay maybe $5, but $20 now.
I kind of wanted to go to the gas station and put my drone up and look at it with my drone.
Oh, yeah.
Then we got Biosphere 2, which is right here in Tucson, or on the other side of Tucson, so it's on your side of Tucson. So that's the big giant glass thing they were going to make an environment. Well, they made an environment in. They made a movie about it, or movies with it. Then you got Walnut Canyon. I don't know what that is. Scottsdale. That's another town. Old Tucson. That's a fake movie place. Like movie. What am I trying to say? Place where they filmed old westerns.
Like a set?
Yeah, movie set. But now it's like a what do you call it? Like an amusement park kind of, except it's not. It's not. There's no rides or nothing. You just go there and walk around the movie set. You can walk in the bar and stuff and drink, and then every once in a while they'll go. Everybody go outside and watch, and then they'll say like, "Hey, Black Bart, what do you drive? We told you not to come back to these parts." And they have like a gunfight. 12 more. Tuzigoot National Monument. Park features ruins of an ancient something pueblo occupied between 12th and 15th centuries. I never heard of that one. Arizona Sonora Desert Museum. That's down here in Tucson. That one is pretty good if you like critters. It's the kind of desert where it's like a natural zoo, I guess, with the zoo where the critters are doing their thing and you just kind of walk up and see them, but it's not like cages and old-fashioned zoo. $23 to get in there. Chiricahua Natural Monument. I can't imagine what the heck you would pay for down there, but the Chiricahuas are pretty awesome. Have you ever driven 10 over to New Mexico?
Yes.
There's some pretty awesome rocks and stuff. I mean, it's if you've driven through there, that's enough. You don't need, unless you want to go camping there. It's just seeing that part of the country is interesting. The Lowell Observatory, if you're into astronomy, that's where they found either the Halley's Comet or Pluto or something.
Oh, where is that?
The Lowell Observatory is just a little, it's kind of, if you draw a line between, it's just south of Flagstaff, and there's a rim. Have you heard about the rim yet? Between Phoenix and Flagstaff? Have you driven up there?
I haven't driven up there, but I have heard of it.
So as you drive to Flagstaff from Phoenix, let's just say halfway, you're going to, not even, no, it's just outside of Phoenix and a little bit more. You're going to go from, let's say, I don't know what Phoenix is, but maybe 3,000 feet or something. Or I think they're lower than us. So maybe they're at 1,000 feet. And then the Flagstaff is at like 7,000 feet or something. So it's like you're going to just drive up in the air for a while. And the observatory is up on the rim, but it's closer to Phoenix. So it's like if you draw a line between Phoenix, or I mean closer to Flagstaff. So if you drive, it's I don't know. It's not like right near Phoenix, but you assume you're driving to Flagstaff, and a little bit before you'll hit the observatory. And it's I've been there. It's just a building on top of a hill that you have to find, and then like technically the school owns it kind of thing, but it's just its own building on top of a hill. And then there's this cool observatory looking building next to it. And there's nothing to see. I guess you could probably go in there or something if you had a reason to be there, but you can just drive up there and look in the parking lot and keep driving. Absolutely no reason to go there though, because I was just out there farting around. Like there was nothing there. I don't think there might be a museum. It does say it's $20 per person. It says offers daily tours and stargazing. I think that's probably what it's for. Those probably people go up there at night to do stargazing because it's kind of dark. And then you could say you were looking at stars where the thing was found. I think it's Halley's Comet, right? Isn't that what
That is the thing, yeah.
Okay. Salt River tubing. A lot of people do that, where the river flows into Phoenix. They just get on inner tubes and get all drunk. Get one inner tube full of beer, and all the rest of the inner tubes they sit in, and then float down the river, getting drunk, looking at each other. You got Super Mountains, Snowball, Jerome. Oh, the Titan Intercontinental Ballistic Missile down here in Tucson.
Oh yeah.
As,
So how much of that can you see? Like,
you have to go look at the website. You can see a good chunk of it with a normal tour, and then if they still do it, they had different levels of tours. So you could do one tour where you've seen everything there is to see. You went up and down all nine floors, and it was super boring for most people. And you had to go up and down ladders and through doorways and stuff. It was awesome. But I don't know if they still do that one. But I think they still have multiple levels. Like the one just kind of goes in and out, and oh yeah, I've seen it. And then the other one goes up and down. You see the living quarters and everything else. So I don't know, if you're into that stuff, it's worth a day. It's going to take you a day. It's going to take you an hour or two to see it, but from where you're at, it's going to take you a day to get there.
where is it?
Just south of Tucson.
Oh, okay.
South of Tucson if you're going to Nogales. Then you got the Hoover Dam, Canyon Lake.
Green Valley.
Canyon Lake, let's see. So there's Roosevelt Lake is the big one. And I don't know if you're into fishing or going to lakes or anything, but they dammed the lakes up the rivers up going into Phoenix. So that's Roosevelt Lake, Apache Lake, Canyon Lake, Saguaro Lake. And those are huge lakes made out of the rivers. And each of them is a little bit different because the river was a little bit more or less like a canyon, depending on which lake you go to. And just, huge lakes for boating. And, you go rent a boat for a day and tool around, water skiing or fishing or doing whatever. So we got lakes coming in and out of Phoenix on the right side, on the west, on the east. And then there's also some lakes on the west. And the lakes on the west are more like, let's just put a dam here. And now it's a giant, huge lake. And the other ones are more like, let's put a dam all down the river at 3 or 4 places. So all the lakes are like snakes, they go twist around and they go in and out of canyons and stuff. They're different types of lakes. Look, I'm going to put you down. You better not go pooping. I think he's all full of things and he wants to go potty.
Probably, yeah. They're catching up. We had a lot of them. He's looking for more.
Got some mine tours. They're pretty much getting boring though. So I tried to tell it to go amazing ideas, but it gave me fairly normal ideas. I'm going to say 12 more that are outside the norm. Well, so it gave me Mystery Castle. Castle made by Boyce Luther Gully for his daughters in the 1930s, made out of found materials and has many quirky touches. The Goldfield Ghost Town in Apache Junction.
Oh, I really want to go to that. That's kind of close.
Yeah, it says it's free to enter. Attractions vary. Reconstructed ghost town, old-timey buildings. Hey, where are you going? Oh, I think I might know where that is. That might be on the way to Saguaro Lake.
That's where we've been going shooting. So I guess there was a gold mine or something over there, but maybe recently, because where you go shooting, there's a railroad track, and there's not a train coming anymore, but there's railroad track right there.
Oh, really? So you're going up north of Apache Junction?
Yeah, let me look on my little map here. I'll tell you where I'm going.
That's super far. Interesting.
Okay, we're going Queen Valley area off the 60.
Yeah, okay, I don't know. Then we got Rooster Cogburn Ostrich Ranch. So that's by Picacho down here by Tucson. And that's a working ostrich ranch. You go in there and feed them. They come over and bite you. They're pretty mean. Definitely a bunch of different caverns. You've got the Out of Africa Wildlife Park up by Phoenix.
Is that one of the? Is that like Arizona,
Um,
or it's like a cage zoo thing?
oh no, it's not like that. I don't think. But it's big cats, primates, birds of prey. Take a guided tour or attend an animal encounter. It's a fun thing where they take a bunch of raw meat and put it on your belly, and then they let a big cat come and eat the raw meat off you, and that way you get the feeling as if you're being emboweled by a giant cat. But they probably stop eating when they quit eating the hamburger. But you have to sign a
Sure.
waiver.
I'm sure it just tenderly lifts it off your skin.
Then licks it, but it feels like you get the experience. It's like a virtual being gutted by a big cat in the nature without the pain until he starts eating you. If he starts eating you, but it doesn't always happen. Let's see. Then tell it to give me 12 more. There's got to be other things to do in Arizona. The Musical Instrument Museum in Phoenix. Slide Rock State Park. Trying to push me on the meteor crater again. Petrified Forest. Red Rock. Painted Desert. Arboretum. Oh, actually, out by that, by the Bryce Thompson Arboretum, is I might be able to tell you about a place that's still available that you might be able to get to that's not known anymore.
Oh, for what? Like,
A geology place that we found that's just near there. You may not
oh,
think of it. Montezuma's Castle. That's down by here. Or wait, no, that one's up there. That's the one I was just talking about. I was thinking of Cochise's Stronghold is down here. All right, well, it's just showing me the same things over and over. Let's see. Woods of Sand National Parks are the best. I don't know if anybody's out there listening anymore. There's nobody really participating. We're just talking about Arizona things, I guess. At this point, I've got to start wrapping it up because Snorty here is going to be doing more than just snorting if I don't get him outside. So I guess it wasn't a good idea to take half a little bowl of treats and allow people to just feed him, because then they feed him all of them and then he has to go potty.
it happens.
Yeah, it happens when we do interactive shows where the dogs reap the benefits of it. Unlike some of the shows. Oops, hold on. Oh, that was his feet.
Feet cam.
He was doing a cute thing before, but then he quit doing it. You've seen his feet while he was doing it. All right, well, so I don't know. We could cut this off, or I could let people in and we could have a more of a discussion. It's up to y'all. I do have to take the co-host outside because he's getting all squirmy and licky, and that's an indication that he's got to do some business. DJ's taking off. Like I say, I don't know if Gizzard has an interest in jumping in if he's still awake at this hour. It's like 10 o'clock for us, or 11 o'clock for us. So,
Are we gonna go get dinner?
Yeah,
We might go get dinner.
going to get dinner at 11 o'clock. It's a late
Yeah.
hour to eat dinner. Where are you going to get dinner at?
I don't know. Find some kind of weird Arizonan thing that's open, but we'll probably have to go kind of far for it because boonies.
What?
I don't know anything about anything where I am, so we just like go on an exploration. I think there's a Sonic up the street though. That sounds gross.
Mm,
You never been to a Sonic?
I have. It's gross.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, there's restaurants and then there's restaurants in the middle of the night, and they're not necessarily the same quality. You know what I'm saying? So the taco places, I don't know. That's usually my go-to, but it's not for everybody necessarily.
Well, from what I've been reading in the community groups, there's like taco trucks around the city. So I'm hoping if we go driving around, we'll find one of them.
In
There's
your
like a
city?
main in my city. There's like a
Oh,
main
okay.
drag, I guess, like a highway that cuts it. So I guess they're off that highway. If you go driving up the highway, you'll see a taco truck. But I also keep hearing that the sheriff here is like he's like a celebrity sheriff. I found out today. And so I don't know if the taco trucks are like it is in LA where they're just like ninja taco truck type thing, or if it's like a real thing. I don't know.
Who's your sheriff?
Um, Sheriff
What's his name?
Lamb.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What about you? What about him? Would make the taco trucks different?
Oh, well, in LA, they like well, at least where I came from prior to this, they were chasing the taco trucks away
Oh, I see what you're saying. I can't
because
imagine Sheriff Lamb. His like whole thing is he's cool. Like I can't imagine him being weird.
well, people say there's a bunch of taco trucks here, so I haven't seen any yet. But I also don't go out in the late hours, so.
Right. Well, again, I was just going to leave this thing, see if Gary wanted to jump in, but we'll wrap it up. That way we can chat off air here in a bit. And thanks everybody for joining us. Tomorrow is the wrap up. Been doing the putting together the wrap up during the day, so we're doing a workshop in the afternoon. Talk to you then. I don't know if my thing is breaking up here. It looks like it is. Unsanctioned taco trucks. We don't have taco trucks down here. We just have places, restaurants that are open all night. But it might be different up there. They have they're living in sprawl up where you're at. I think we live down here in sprawl from the 70s or whatever. Like old sprawl. So we got restaurants where you probably don't have, that our restaurants are old Pizza Huts and stuff, like the old failing franchises and things. They probably just never built the franchises to fail and be cheap restaurants up there.
Oh yeah, like I got a Walmart. That's what we got. So and maybe like a Subway or something.
just stop Walmart.
Yeah, but it's not open late. Everything rolls up at like 6 o'clock here.
Yeah, that's the thing. Most stuff closes in Arizona early. I'm gonna hit this real quick, and then we'll chat here in a second. If you got a minute.
All right. What?
Got a bunch of stuff that'll be going up on the store, so check out the shop tomorrow. Free patches. I believe Alan Anchor has free shipping, everything over $35. That's still a thing.
Yep, absolutely.
So a bunch of new stickers going up, and it sounds like they found a bunch of stuff while shipping or while moving. So check out their store as well.